What's up, staunch gang? Sorry for any audio issues. A tropical storm just hit here in South Texas. And yeah, so you might hear some rain. And for some rainy day fun, I decided for some reason to watch the Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead remake. A real piece of shit. Well, I covered the original film for its 30th anniversary and got an interview with some of the cast members. Check that out next. Now, that was a great time. I still love that movie and I think it holds up. The remake, not so much. If I have to say anything good about it, I'll give it a shot. Okay, let's go with the good here. There is a few funny lines, I guess, here and there. This version of Miss Sturak, she says some funny racist stuff. And I guess I like the little sister here. I guess she was kind of cool. Confession, I'm a fan of The Simple Life, that reality TV show, so I admit, I was happy to see Nicole Richie. And if you can dig it, her character has some potential, I guess. I also like the use of the graphic rap music throughout. Like, it seems to be aimed at a certain audience I'm just not familiar with. I'm guessing the BET audience, I don't know. The mom character was pretty funny, even though she's barely in the movie. And one thing I did notice here is they acknowledged how filthy the house was in the original. And here you slowly see the house get dirty rather than it just be trashed the whole time, which would have made sense because in the original film, the mom was kind of a worthless human being. Having the house ran like that and just taking off on her anyways. And that's being extremely generous because that's all I have to say positive about this flick. Guys, this movie is pretty bad. This one goes right up there with other recent ass remakes of classic movies. In fact, it feels a lot like the recent White Men Can't Jump remake. Just stale, soulless, whatever the fuck movies. You know what I mean? None of these characters have any, character. You don't get the idea that our lead character is some kind of fashionista at all. I mean, look how she dresses throughout. I don't know. I mean, you don't get the sense that she's missing any vacation or friends or none of that. Even the love interest subplot here just doesn't work, and far too much of the film spent on that. Although it does follow the basic beats from the original in the strangest way possible, like most of these movies. This one just kind of starts. You know what I mean? It's just out of nowhere here. The movie's going. And it gets going at a rapid pace. We see the whole plot take off, with the mom having to go to the medical center due to a mental breakdown. Well, that's why she leaves the kids for the summer. Or so they think. As Miss Sturak comes in and kind of rules the house and whatnot. She says some funny lines. And the kids plan a house party, which is something that just feels out of place. As in the original, Sue Ellen's friends, they're all in Europe. And Kenny's homies are just kind of hanging out, getting high with them. And he takes off with them, But whatever. Here we just get a full-on house party. Another shit remake, by the way. And then the next day after the party, they discover Miss Sturak has passed away. So then they get in her car and dump it in a river. Why not? Then, the strangest thing, about 20 minutes into the movie, you realize that we haven't got the title card yet because the title card pops up with a blaxploitation-esque, kind of weird title sequence with the kids driving home. There's an out-of-place kind of 70s sounding song. I don't know. I guess they're trying to make it look like a somber 70s movie by this point. What the fuck? Remember how the original started? With one of those classic 90s animated intros? Jeez, I am old. All the beats are there, though. She gets a job at the fashion place when she's underqualified, which pisses off the receptionist. And she also accidentally dates the receptionist's brother, Kenny. He's a slacker that smokes vapes. And, he makes content with his friends, of course, and he wises up after his sibling is hurt. The kids steal a bunch of money from her. They do a fashion show at the house at the end. The mom shows up. I'm right on top of that, Rose, blah, blah, blah. It's all there, and it all sucks. There's even a part where the kids are watching the original film on TV in an attempt to be meta or something. We do get some cameos from original cast members like Keith Coogan, Daniel Harris, Joanna Cassidy, but they're not their original characters, so who gives a shit? And aside from Cassidy, the cameos are just kind of needless and pointless and not really fun to watch. Although Keith Coogan's my man, shout out to Keith Coogan. While I found some enjoyable elements here, it also took me about 3 days to finish this goddamn movie. I almost drove 2 hours to see it in theaters. I'm glad I didn't. I guess the BET trial I took was worth it though. Whatever. Canceled that shit. Try watching this movie if you are morbidly curious, but you are not missing a goddamn thing sitting this one out. Peace.